Hello and welcome back. Today I'm gonna start with human digestive system. The human digestive system is a complex process which comprises few steps which we are gonna discuss in this session. The digestive process starts with the ingestion. Ingestion refers to the intake of food and chewing the food and also the mixing of the food with saliva with the help of buccal cavity. This portion is known as the buccal cavity, where teeth are involved and the food particle is well mixed with the saliva. The saliva contains an enzyme called salivary amylase, which helps in the breakdown of the food or starch into simple sugar. The food, after the food is transformed into a thick paste like structure, the food is pushed through the esophagus. The esophagus is the food pipe. This is the esophagus, is the food pipe, and with certain movements, the food is pushed down. And the movement of the wall of the food pipe helps in the movement of the food, and the food is pushed downwards. At times, when the food is not accepted by our stomach, it's sometimes vomited out. We puke the food whenever it's not accepted by our body. So, next, after pushing the food downwards, the food reaches to the stomach. The stomach is a thick walled bag. It's a bag like structure which, after the food when passed through the alimentary canal, it reaches the stomach. The stomach contains an inner lining which secretes mucus, hydrochloric acid, and some certain digestive juices. The mucus protects the lining of the stomach, as the stomach contains hydrochloric acid, and this acid helps in killing the bacteria that reaches the stomach, and it also makes the medium of the stomach acidic. The digestive juices break down the proteins into simpler substances. After the whole process in the stomach, after this process in the stomach, the food reaches to the small intestine. The small intestine is nearly 7.5 meters long, and it also receives some secretions from liver and pancreas. Besides this, the wall also have secretes certain juices. The liver is a reddish brown gland situated in the upper part, that is this portion is the liver. It secretes, it's the largest gland in our body, and it helps in secretion of bile juice, and which gets stored in this gallbladder. It's a bladder. The bile plays an important role in digestion of fats. It breaks down the fats. And this is the pancreas. Okay. The pancreatic juice acts on the carbohydrates and proteins and changes into simpler forms. It also breaks down, helping in breaks down of the carbohydrates and fats. Now, this partly digested food reaches to the lower part of the smaller intestine, where the intestinal juices complete the digestion process of all the components of the food. The carbohydrates get broken into simple sugars, glucose, then fats into fatty acid and glycerol, proteins into amino acid. Now, absorption takes place in the small intestine only. The digested food now passes through the blood vessels in the wall of the intestine, that is the small intestine only, and there are some finger like projections. Like there are some finger like projections like this. These like projections are there. These are called villi. This helps in increasing the surface area for digestion. These outgrowths help in the absorption of the food. Now the surface of the villi absorb the digested food materials, and absorbed substances are transported via the blood vessels to different organs of the body. Now these components which got broke down, now this goes to the another part, complex substances. This goes down to another portions of the body which they form complex substances. Like protein is required for bodybuilding, carbohydrate and fats for giving energy. This process is called assimilation. It cells glucose breakdown and the help of oxygen into the carbon dioxide and water, and energy is released. The food that remains undigested and unabsorbed then enters into the large intestine. The large intestine is wider and shorter than the small intestine. It's like near about 1.5 meters in length. What it does is it absorbs the water and the remaining salt from the undigested food material. The remaining waste passes into the rectum and remains there as semi-solid feces. The fecal matter is removed through the fecal matter is now removed through the anus from time to time, and this is the anus, and through this process is called the egestion. The elimination of fecal matter through the anus is called the egestion. Thank you. That's all for today's video. Stay tuned for our next video.